Wubba lubba dub dub, let's talk about the last 3 episodes of Rick and Morty. Oh my god, we got a time travel episode, we got a train episode, and we got a face hugger episode. Holy shit. You know, I'm actually gonna spoil these ones, so watch out. Spoiler alert, actually the spoilers are pretty close to the end, whatever, I don't know. Oh, Morty, you better not go outside. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. There's literally everything in space, Morty. Better be careful. Oh no, you've been bitten by a space snake. That little spacesuit with little holes for the teeth to come out. Oh my god, Morty. How could you be so careless, Morty? Now I gotta go to Snake Planet and make a serum, because every snake has a different venom. Oh my god, Morty, how could you be so careless? And then now, 2 episodes later, Rick's just smashing his face into one of those face hugger eggs, and oh no, what a surprise, he gets bitten, and then he's gonna be instantly taken over by aliens. Holy shit, how could this have happened? Rick, why weren't you more careful? Ah, geez, I bet you could come back to life using cloning, but not if you're a zombie taken over by a face hugger. I guess Morty was more careful all along. You could easily clone a Morty, can't clone a Rick if he's still alive, but being controlled by a parasite, we gotta watch out. Poor Rick, should have been more careful. Oh, jeez. Oh man, I don't know what to say. Rick and Morty used to be my favorite show of all time. I used to watch every episode like 100 times and it was a great time. But no, now we got these 2 last episodes and I didn't feel much. I mean, maybe if I watched them a few more times I'll like him better, but come on. I don't know what you think you're doing here, mates. What is going on? So we have Rick and Morty and they go on crazy adventures and the stories are not connected and every episode is like fairly separate from all the previous episodes and nothing is consistent. I mean, except for the story ones, they are consistent, but in between those it's just randomness. I can't take it anymore. I gotta take a stand. This isn't acceptable, okay? I thought that you all had a great master plan for a Rick and Morty that will revolutionize the way you tell stories, but instead all we get is just some random nonsense. In these last 2 episodes, not only did we learn nothing, I also think we felt nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing of interest. If we go back to the first season is near perfect. The second season makes it even better. Each episode we learn something of interest about Rick or about Morty, or we just have a great adventure overall. I guess there's somewhere there isn't much that happens. But on average, there's always something cool happening. In this episode, they just had a crazy sci-fi adventure and nothing changed. We didn't, as I said, we didn't learn anything. In the great narrative, this could have been the first episode or the last episode, nothing would have been different. There's like no way to tell that anything has changed. It is nothing that makes this episode any better than a season 1 episode. In fact, it makes it worse. Because if we have a random episode with random shit happening in the first episode, then we learn about the rules of the universe. But we've learned about the rules of the universe, and what we've learned is that they don't exist. They're just nihilistic bullshit. Everything can happen if Rick's wanted to, but whenever not, like half the time he's too lazy to use his powers. The previous episode he had the perfect disguise that he could put on anyone, and this time he puts a disgusting dead alien on his face instead of using that perfect disguise. I mean, I know that was the Rick on the train that doesn't actually exist, but come on, Rick. How hard could it be to make the perfect disguise real quick? I mean, he's supposed to be that good, right? I guess it was really funny how to put that disgusting alien on Morty. Just so you don't have to put any work in. Oh, and it's maybe even still alive. Oh, guess Morty, you're gonna die. Because I don't want to put in work to make a disguise that might work. I mean, you probably think I'm going crazy here. You probably think, oh, what is this crazy space adventures? Isn't that what you wanted? No, okay, I wanted it to make sense, and now it doesn't. Now we've just got a big statement, and the big statement just says nothing. Well done, I guess you've established nihilism. Great. I guess we've established that Rick can do whatever he wants now, and no one will hold him accountable. And Morty will even stick with him still. And why? I don't know. I mean, you could die literally any moment. Are you just gonna be sure that he's gonna bring you back? Why would you do that? You'll probably just get a different Rick, a different Morty from a different universe. Why would you risk your life every single day with this fucking guy? Why would... I mean, I guess it's fun, but it's so dangerous. Would you really want to be risking your life on a daily basis? I mean, in other shows, people risk their life all the time, but they do it because they know that they're fighting for a good cause, and they know that they can rely on their teammates. They know that their heart is in the right place. None of these things apply here. Nothing is good. Nothing is making sense. Nothing has consequences anymore. The first episodes, we had consequences. Rick pissed off his family. Now they're getting a divorce. Maybe they tell him to be better. I don't know. This episode, Bess tells Rick that she wants to be kept in a loop more, and then Rick just shits on the ground. Come on, man. Are you just never gonna learn anything? Are we just gonna have the same crazy Rick that doesn't care about anything for the entire 10 seasons? What is this? Aren't you gonna improve in some way? Isn't this something that it's all living up to? God damn. I guess this is the complete opposite of my criticism with BoJack Horseman, isn't it? I guess I didn't want BoJack to learn anything, but I want Rick to learn something. Damn, I guess I can't be pleased, huh? Well, Rick's supposed to be good already. He's supposed to know everything already. I mean, I don't know, is Rick supposed to be a bad guy, but we're cheering on for him? Is that the story? I mean, I guess I've heard that theory. It's like, oh, look what an asshole you're supporting, huh? Rick goes around, has this little kid with him that he brainwashes, and then he kills a bunch of people. He genocides them up, and oh, jeez. Well, what are you gonna do? You're still gonna cheer for him because he turns himself into a pickle, huh? Funniest shit I've ever seen. Well, I don't know. The pickle episode had a lot of cool stuff in it, okay? And we learned about psychology, and then in the end, they just say, ah, no, we don't do that. We don't want to learn anything about self-improvement. I just want to be a wreck that drinks his way all over the universe and nearly blows himself up once a day. Great. That's the moral of this story so far. I mean, how long can you possibly go until you have to include some self-improvement, huh? I wonder if I'm gonna regret this rant, huh? I wonder if I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see, oh, actually this episode was real meaningful in the grand picture. I mean, it's too bad I'm reviewing 3 episodes at once, and one of them I really liked. The time travel episode was actually really cool. We learned that Rick can, in fact, learn how to time travel. In the comics, we know that the box in his garage that says time travel is actually a decoy that he just uses to mess with people that try to steal from him. But then, oh, guess he can make time travel after all. Even though, I guess I'm surprised it took him that long. I thought he would have plans for it already, but I guess it's a pretty hard thing to pull off, so it makes perfect sense. That time travel episode was really cool. And we had a lesson that was learned where Morty would just learn to trust in Rick. And in this episode we just have the opposite of it happening, where nothing is learned. And in fact people have gotten stupider for it. Because Rick at the start of the episode is so stupid that he would literally touch an egg from aliens without any precautions. And why? You'd think he'd be immune to mind control, or he would just like have that thing that he used against the train guy, where he just makes a bubble around him as soon as someone touches him in a bad way. Nope, guess we don't need that, huh? Oh, jeez, you had that on your body, you could just activate it? Nah, let's fucking let's get slaved. Let's be a slave to alien face huggers. And the fact that the face huggers had a society, that was pretty cool. I mean, I guess at the highest level, the highest level of charitability, I could say that, I guess Summer learned something. I guess she learned that she could lead a society of savages and make them great. But then, then she just shirks her responsibility and just runs from them and then blows them up. So, I guess nothing was learned in the end. I just don't get it. We start out in the first episode and Morty comes along with Rick on the crazy adventures, and he's gonna learn really important shit. He's gonna learn from the best. He's gonna learn from Rick how to be a great space wizard. But then what you'd expect would be that Rick would learn from Morty at some point. But all that really happens is that Rick just corrupts Morty, and now they're both uncaring assholes. And when is it gonna end? How many times can you make the point that your characters are bad without them changing? Are we really just gonna be slaves to the same old Rick and Morty that never change in any good way forever? I mean, I can't wait for that evil Morty episode, I guess. I hope it's coming. It better be. But then again, who knows? I mean, we've had this train episode where it shows the grand finale, where all of Rick's enemies are here to confront him, and then he just laughs at that. So I guess, are we never gonna see anyone confront Rick? Is it always just gonna be a crazy adventure where Rick just wings it and somehow it works out, even though he's been put in crazy danger, and he really should have just died by now? He's taken so many risks. And why is he the Rick that survives? Why is he the Rick that is the story that's being told? Are all the Ricks this reckless? Well, no, because we know that he's like the biggest asshole of them all. And he's killed the Council of Ricks and everything. I guess I barely even talked about the train episode. I mean, we know that most of the train episode didn't even happen because it's just like this toy. The whole episode is just this toy train running around. But then we see the real Rick, and the real Rick has gone completely insane. He says to Morty, oh, we need to buy things because the coronavirus is creating big chaos and the economy needs us to spend money. And buy stuff, Morty, buy stuff. What, are you kidding me? Is there anything less Rick that could have happened? I mean, first of all, Rick could cure the virus by snapping his fingers. Second of all, Rick wouldn't be into consumerism. I don't get it. What's going on? I mean, Rick makes his own shit. Why would he even care about that stupid train? I mean, was he playing a character there? No, I don't think so. I think he was almost sincere. If he was, it didn't make any sense. That train episode, it was great and it had Paul Giamatti in it, but then, like, the way it fits into the universe is terrible and stupid, and also the website doesn't work. You promote a website and it doesn't work. What the hell, Rick and Morty? Oh, well, guess it actually works now. Oh, well. Still just leads to your normal website, though. I wanted to buy the story train. No, I didn't, but I wanted to look if it was actually for sale, okay? I wanted to see what it would look like. And then I mean, I guess I can enjoy toys without actually having them, because I like to be Spartan. But then, I mean, I still like the idea of there being toys, even though I wouldn't ever get one. Same thing with pets, really. Alright, well, tell me if I've gone completely mad and Rick and Morty is as good as ever, even though I really can't imagine it. I really don't see the big picture here. Yeah, Rick, you're the only one who sees the big picture, says Unity. What big picture? He sees nothing. He is basically just like that time he describes Jerry as just... what's he saying? He's just adrift in the universe and lets the universe do whatever it wants to him. I mean, you basically do that. You basically don't really take any actions by yourself anymore. I mean, you just go to a place and then the adventure happens to you and then you subvert expectations just like you're J.J. Abrams, but not really because it was expected anyways. So none of it made sense. You didn't learn anything. I guess you really are just like Star Wars, huh, Rick? Damn. To recover from that sick burn, I guess. I'm getting real tired of it, okay? Rick's always so above it all, like he has such a much greater plan for everything. He's never gonna do a sequel, he's never gonna do anything unoriginal. But then that just means that he's not gonna explore the ideas that he presents. Every idea has to fit in the 20 minutes of an episode or else it's just gonna be forgotten about. Well, damn, that doesn't sound that groundbreaking to me, Rick. Even Thundercats War had better continuity than you. Dang, get owned. Alright, so stay tuned for more Binding of Isaac Explained, by the way. I'm definitely making at least 10 more episodes of that, so... well, I guess you're gonna put up with my mad ramblings about whatever else comes to my mind in between those Isaac episodes. I mean, sorry if you subscribe to this channel expecting nothing but factual programming stuff. But don't worry, I'll make a lot more factual programming stuff, okay? Because I guess it's what people actually care about when they're here. They want to see how I did it, and what I'm doing, and what about programming. And that's what they're gonna get in between rants about Rick and Morty. Or whatever else.